Hey guys, it's Andrew from Stock Money. Bitcoin is at all-time highs, 75,000, which is pretty crazy. It's pretty wild that Bitcoin is so high. Looks like a break, and looks like this fractal. So back in October, I had sort of tried to see if we'd break out of this ascending wedge, how we would do it. We sort of followed it quite closely, and it's saying 82,000. I mean, could go higher, but maybe 82,000 is a good place to take some profits. If you layer over a Fibonacci, in fact the 1.61 comes in roughly at 84,700. So maybe this rally, taking some profits here to rebuy back in either at 72. I mean, will Bitcoin come back down to 72 from 82, or will it maybe, I don't know, do something like this? You know, because if it does something like that and you're selling somewhere here, then you might miss out on this pump, which normally Bitcoin does. It normally goes up, it does this, and then it goes up, and then it will start like correcting maybe down. But I think 81 is a good place to take some profit. So if you put a Fibonacci from one to the other, Bitcoin can go to 102, 154, 210, and in some cases Bitcoin has gone up further than the Fibonacci from the high to the low, market cycle high to the low. It did this in 2013. So in 2013 there was a high which was 1,000, a low at around 200, and then in 2017, around about September, it was at 4,000, had a big sell-off, and then just went parabolic for 90 days. And in those 90 days Bitcoin went from the 3.6 level all the way to 16,000, 19,000, which was a 360% rise on top of that. So I mean, if you look at that rise as something Bitcoin can do, then Bitcoin can top at 989,000. So if Bitcoin actually moves like 2017, then Bitcoin can wick to 989,000 from, let's say, 330,000 in September of 2025. And between September and October, for example, or October and November, it can go to 1 million and then back down. Or I don't know, but definitely back down. So that's one case where it can go to 1 million, which I found. I don't think that's gonna happen. What I think will happen though is something like this. So I just drew one line over here as a resistance to show how Bitcoin has broken above it, which is a good sign. I then extended this line all the way down, and what I found was actually Bitcoin has below this line. Bitcoin has always been a very good optimum time to buy. So this whole time that we were below this line has been a good time for Bitcoin to get in. So now that we are above this line, maybe we can see a push, something maybe along these lines from here, which would take us to roughly 100,000, 101,000 by mid-December, if this move to the upside is similar to this move to the upside, which is likely, because here, if you forget this, it's unlikely we're gonna have a breakout like that. I mean, it's not unlikely, but we could have, let's say, something like this. Maybe something like that. So this is one option, where we go to 81, come back down to 76, and then by end of November we're sitting at 80, 78, 81,000, and then sometime mid-December 90, 91, and then the last push into Trump's inauguration takes it to 113,000, and from there it's like, who knows from there. I mean, at this point it's all guesswork, but these are some scenarios now of how we can maybe plan some potential profit taking. I would assume this area, 100,000, 90, and 125,000 should be areas of profit taking to rebuy back in at cheaper prices. And that's basically it. I'll just show this chart. Notice how it's a round bottom, consolidates, remains maybe range bound, but then it does go vertical. So yeah, cool. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this video interesting. If you liked it, give it a like. Thanks guys. Ciao ciao.